Dan Illman, Mike Beer kicking off the 20-cent Empire 6 on Travers Saturday with race number 6. The Grade 1 Ballerina for fillies and mares at 7 furlongs. You can play the Empire 6 and all the graded races at the Spa on Saturday with a DRF Bets account. Sign up, get $100 in deposit match at drf.com/bet. Let's meet the field for this Grade 1 Sprint. The Ballerina, morning line favorite Come Dancing, who popped a 114 Beyer speed figure. The last time she ran 7/8 of a mile, she backed that race up with a dominant performance in the Ruffian. Last time in the Ogden Phipps, we can give her a little bit of a break. She bobbled at the start. She was running against Midnight Bisou, who's been unbeatable this year, especially at a mile and a 16th. But it must be noted, she was on the good rail throughout, as was Midnight Bisou.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm just not going to hold that race against her. It was, she was odds on against Midnight Bisou last time. I think that sort of speaks to the real development she's shown over the past year or so. She's gotten herself really good. I really like this cutback for her. I'm not way against her as the favorite, Dan, but I do feel like there's a scenario in here where she's facing some real quality sprinters, and you may not want to take too short a price on her.
Let's throw up the Timeform U.S. pace projector for this race, and we see the 5, Mia Mischief, the 6, Minute to Stardom out there on the lead, and just behind them is the Grade 1 winning Separation of Powers, who has shown an affinity for Saratoga in the past. Debut winner here, excellent third in the spin away as a 2-year-old, and of course winning the test over course and distance last year. Now, she's coming off of a career best Beyer effort, but do you think that race, the Bed of Roses, was flattered when she was able to get to the advantageous rail on Belmont Week?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helped her getting to that position on the track. And I think it also helped her that, I don't know, it just didn't seem like the strongest race in the world. She just had control of that pace the entire way with only a long shot sort of trying to keep her company up there. I like the way that she finished it. I respect the fact that she earned a triple-digit Beyer. I understand that she really likes this track. I just feel like things are going to be different for her here. I think the trip's going to be different. It doesn't mean she can't overcome it, Dan, but I'm not a huge fan of hers, and I think she's facing a couple of really good fillies in here.
One of the horses expected to be on the lead, the 6 Minute to Stardom, has just been a revelation. In her last few races for this barn, she's won 3 in a row, including the Grade 2 Honorable Miss. She beat a solid enough field that day, but she at least showed that she could run fast in that 6 furlong Honorable Miss. Are you worried about the 7? I like this outside post.
I like the outside post. I'm not going to worry about the 7 for now for her. I'm going to be more worried that she's not going to get the trip that she got last time in this race. The lead was conceded to her last time. She went a very easy pace up front. She had plenty left to hold on. I'm not knocking her down. I'm a fan of hers. I think she's good. I just think it's going to be a totally different scenario this time for her.
The number 3 Pacific Gale is very consistent. She just hasn't reached the winner's circle in a while. She's been picking up checks in Grade 2s and Grade 3s, and if this pace is hot, she can settle in mid-pack. I just think a minor award might be her ceiling. I'm not sure if she's Grade 1 class right now.
I don't think she is either. I'll just say that, her last 2 races are not her best. It feels like maybe she's starting to head the wrong way. But I could still look at her and feel like at a price, throw her in underneath because her good race, and she can't get a good trip in here, and her good race could get her a piece of those.
We talk about how Separation of Powers adores Saratoga. What about the 1? Special Relativity. 4 for 4 at the Spa. 2 wins this meet. Looking good both times. The problem is just a little bit slow on the Beyers as she leaps up in class.
Yeah, it's true. You don't often see real horses for courses. It gets thrown around a lot, but it's not often true. I think it's true with her. She really likes it here. The 4 fastest races of her life, all on this track. Unfortunately for her, they're 85s and 86s.
I guess you can make excuses for Dawn the Destroyer's last couple of races. In the Bed of Roses, you kind of needed to be on the lead and on the rail, and this horse was wide on the outside. And in the Vagrancy, basically that race was wired, and she just didn't have much of a chance coming from out of it. But I thought this horse was going to be okay at the beginning of 2019, and she just hasn't panned out. She might need a complete pace collapse to take care of these horses.
Yeah, I won't argue with anything that you just said because I like you, thought after she came back from that throat surgery last November, like she was really going to take a step forward and be a factor in these races. It hasn't happened. But she did get wired in each of her last 3 starts. I don't know if any one of those races really set up that well for her. Maybe this one will set up better for her. At a price, she's the kind of horse I want to throw in there because she does have some talent.
Let's take a look at our top selections for the Ballerina. Mike, you like the 5, Mia Mischief. 5-1 on the morning line for Steve Asmussen, Ricardo Santana Jr. This horse certainly has the class to win a race like this. Do you think they were a little bit too conservative last time out, giving Minute to Start in the lead, not showing that 20-1 long shot enough respect? And do you think drawing inside that horse this time around, we're going to see Mia Mischief on the engine?
Yeah, I think they're going to be more aggressive with her this time. And listen, you almost have to look at the honor miss in retrospect now and just say, they might have been prepping there. I mean, she broke fine. She could have made the lead. Ricardo Santana did not want the lead. He took this horse back and let Minute to Start him go to the front on an easy pace. There's really no other reason for them to ride her that way, except that they might have been pointing for the Ballerina. So we'll see if that's the case. It sounds maybe weird to say this for a filly who's been first or second in 13 of her 16 starts, but she's not always that consistent. She won't always run her best race, but when she does, she's pretty good. She likes this track. She's run well here, even though she hasn't run here. I thought her races 2 and 3 back were both really strong. I think if she runs one of those, she can beat this field. She's going to be a good price. At 5-1 on the morning line, I had to pick her.
She's certainly a fair price considering what she's done. Just remember, she got beat a neck in the prestigious test here last year, and she did all the running in that race. I'm hoping the Timeform US Pace Projector is right. I'm hoping that the 5 and the 6 hook up, and Jose Ortiz can tuck Separation of Powers in third. She has shown the ability to rate in the past. We know she has class. Maybe the price isn't great, 9-5 on the morning line, but I respect Separation of Powers. I'm going 4-2-6. Give me numbers.
I went 5 and 2 for my top 2 picks, and I threw the 7 in there for third, just because she's going to be a price Dawn to Destroy. If she catches a pace, maybe she'll come running.
It's the Grade 1 Ballerina. It kicks off the Empire 6 on Run Happy Travers Saturday, and you can get down on all the action with a DRF Bets account. There's $100 in deposit matches waiting for you at drf.com/bet. Sign up and start firing away. Approximate post time for the Ballerina, 2:23 Eastern. Good luck.